so this #1 welterweight contender has found his way back to a title fight. A lot of people didn't think he would get there, and he's made a career of proving doubters wrong.
You know, he carries a chip on his shoulder. You tell this man that he can't do something.
Right.
He will make it a point to get that done. He said from the moment he walked out the octagon last time and didn't win the belt, that I will be back. Many smirked at him. Many laughed. But his inner circle believed that it was only a matter of time before their guy got another chance, and when he got here, he would get the job done.
Now, some would argue he wasn't ready the first time around. I think that's probably a little bit too simplistic, but there's no denying. He has rounded out his game, he has evolved, he's maximized the developmental time, and a lot of people believe we will have a new champion by night's end. All right, so Islam Makhachev getting back on the proven ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away tonight.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason. And as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight. The great Hasbullah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev. He is ready to go. That means so are we for our main event of the evening. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Nassourdine Imavov. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready. Do it.
All right, early round action here, and of course much has been made of Ciryl Gane's success as a French fighter in the UFC, but perhaps it'll be this guy, Nassourdine Imavov, that emerges as the first French undisputed UFC champion. Tonight he believes he's going to mix all his skills together, and he has predicted a win by finish, knockout or submission that'll get him the big fight later this year that he so desires. Really good job by the fighter to land that kick. Checks the leg kick. All right, so the wrestler engages in the clinch here, and he does so very early in the fight against the kickboxer. He told us in the fighter meeting he's not worried about bonus money. He is trying to win, and this is certainly on that path.
Ultimately, it's about getting the W. Getting this guy into the clinch allows for you to start working towards winning the fight. One thing you got to be aware of, though, is those knees and elbows that come back in your direction from this high-level kickboxer.
Lands the ground and pound strike. These ground strikes are starting to add up. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Well, maybe ill-advised to be competing off the bat, but he's landing. Oh, interesting there as he just decides to let him back up.
That was a big check.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round one.
Oh, nice takedown defense. And now some separation.
Oh, you gotta love the leg kicks, and there it is. He landed another nice leg kick there. Useful hook there. Another shot here. Oh, and there's another leg kick for good measure. So doing a really good job with that weapon here tonight. And if you're trying to slow your opponent down, picture perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Makhachev's in half guard. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Makhachev's back inside control here. 30 seconds now to go in round one. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now. I know the crowd thinks it's funny when this happens, but if you're the bottom fighter, nothing funny about it.
It's not funny. This is not a fun position to be in fighting. You've got to try and change it immediately because you are carrying someone's weight, whether it's their bottom half weight or the top half. You are carrying their weight, whether you got their armpit in your face or you got their legs over the top of you. It is not comfortable. So you need to be trying to move, make them make a decision, a determination as to what they're trying to accomplish, and then you try and counter it.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights from those previous 5 minutes, DC, and no padding, no glove on that foot.
No glove, no padding, and look at the hip action when he throws those kicks. He's not only kicking just for feel, he's really trying to damage his opponent, and as the fight goes longer, you will start to see it taking effect. He checked that last one.
Straight punch. Useful.
He's hurt bad. Oh!
It's a big knee. Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh, so the taller fighter lands a flush knee. Well, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Big power shot there. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Tried to land the punch, but a swing and a miss by Nassourdine Imavov. Well, he's not a one-legged fighter yet, but that calf starting to show some signs of losing.
If he takes many more, he's not going to be able to move.
Oh, and he lands another knee there, DC. It doesn't always pay to be the taller fighter. In this instance, it most certainly did. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round two, definitely picking up the pace after round one. So he got the message from the corner, and now he is taking control of this second round. Oh, knee strike right to the body.
Cannot take those leg kicks clean like that. Yeah, he's got to. He's got to start checking kicks.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Nice job to land a knee to the body. Man, I wish I was able to. Man, that is loud. Another strike left. Oh, how about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that. Changing the position.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, very efficient and effective with the ground and pound strikes here. High-level work by Islam Makhachev. Under a minute now to go in the round.
Take your time. Take your time.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
Makhachev's now dealing with a cheek cut. So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Makhachev gets caught by that straight hand.
This is a terrible position.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Islam Makhachev. Another ground and pound strike lands. Wow, all things considered, pretty good shot from bottom position. Makhachev's back in half guard. And we have passed the midpoint of the fight. Good work from the top here by Islam Makhachev. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out. That's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, Sean, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up for.
All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here.
Come on, Kimura now.
Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Ooh, strong grip on the arm.
Look at him with all that pressure starting to tighten.
Oh, he escaped.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Nassourdine Imavov. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds.
Deep breath and recover. Let's relax. Great job with those combinations last round. I want you to stick with the striking game. You're destroying them like that.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? You ready?
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion. Nice shot there by the champ.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Well, would you look at that? He has thrown and landed a ton of leg kicks to this point of the fight.
Stay relaxed. Breathe.
Oh, kick to the head. That can't feel good. His misses are empty. So as a result of one of those leg kicks, he is now limping. He hasn't been rendered a one-legged fighter, but his mobility has absolutely been compromised.
Well, you can check it right now. It's easy to see. You can see that this guy has struggled. You can see that he's very, very hurt from these leg kicks. Even checking the kicks now will not help because the damage has been done.
Makhachev's in half guard now. Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Looks like he's got that submission locked in.
He's really advanced now. Looks like he's going to get it finished. He's got it locked in.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Nice strike from the bottom fighter there. "90 seconds to go." Oh, good ground and pound here. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up. Great submission defense. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Great job last round. The striking is unbelievable. You're mixing it up perfectly. I love what you're doing with your kicks. Keep those going. He's slowing down.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrist. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
Ready.
We have arrived at this fifth and final round. Islam Makhachev gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there.
Oh, he hurt bad with a jab.
Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there. Really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight.
Keep your hands up for me. Come on now. Let's move. Let's recompose.
Nice jab by Imavov.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg. Nice finish. Getting them out here.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Makhachev. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Makhachev grounded pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage. Trying to set up a submission now. Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flute choke looks locked in. Oh, and now he gives up on the submission.
This is where he wants to be.
Good, solid strike on the ground.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
1 minute to go in the fight. Nassourdine Imavov's in half guard. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Makhachev's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Oh, he's going for a choke here. This could be tough. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission, D. All right, so the fight goes the championship distance, and you may want to get the black and gold colors out. We're getting a new champion tonight. He turned in a beautiful striking display tonight.
This is one of the best performances that we have seen from a challenger in a really long time. He relied on the striking. He understood that that's where he had the advantage. He used all of his advantages, and I feel like we will hear and new very shortly.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 48-47, and 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion,